Hello, it's Tom Dinchevsky from Brand School District Technology Department again. I'm going to go over the Ricoh printers that were distributed throughout the district this year and kind of show you how to use some of the features that are available in there. You have copier, scanner, printer, document server. When you click on the copier, you can get this window potentially, which has a bunch of features, or you could potentially get this window, and that goes for scanner or any of these. And the reason why I'm showing you that, the two different windows that you could potentially get when you click on copy or scanner or any of those features, is because they have this button. It's kind of dumb. I don't like it. It's the simple button. It gives you a completely different screen if it's selected. How you know if it's selected is, well, one, you get the simple one with not as many features, or if you look at it, you'll see a blue LED light shining on it. That shouldn't be selected. If it is selected, you're going to get a simple screen that doesn't show you all the features that you could potentially have when making copies or scanning or any of it. You should be getting this screen when you click on copy, which allows you to staple, allows you to sort, features that aren't allowed on the simple view. So if you ever find yourself hitting copier and you can't see where you need to staple, chances are that simple button has been selected. So basically just press it to disable it, and the blue light will turn off, and go back to where you were, or go back to what you want to do, copier, and you should see the whole display. So I just wanted to kind of get that out of the way, just so you realize that. As well, this home button, unfortunately, it'll only bring you back to the home screen if you are at the base of the screen that you selected, like copier or scanner. So if you hit this home button and it beeps at you and it doesn't actually go home, chances are you have another window open that needs to be closed inside this LCD screen or this light screen. So if it's beeping at you, make sure you look at to see what you have open, if any of those windows can be closed. Something I've ran into already just trying to get to places that I need to. So just so you know, if it's beeping at you, chances are you have a window open that needs to be closed. Going back to the copier, if you were to select copier, these are the different buttons that different options that you can select. When you select them, it'll go from white to orange, like these are selected right now. Different size of the paper that you can select, the whole paper. Different trays that you can select that you want the paper to come out. Auto is usually fine, but if you want the bypass tray, you would select that. Also, if you're doing any kind of labels or delicate paper of any kind, for whatever reason, you're going to want to do the bypass, just because it goes through the printer differently, and by doing that, it doesn't the paper or the printer doesn't generate as much heat on that paper to potentially destroy it. So you're going to want to do it through the bypass tray if you have any of that kind of stuff. One-sided, two-sided. If you have a paper that's one-sided and you want it to be two-sided, or a bunch of papers that are one-sided that you want to be two-sided, you would select that. If you have a paper that is two-sided already and you want it to be two-sided, you would select that. And of course your combinations. 1 to 2, 1 to 4. You have your sorting methods here. Different places you can staple your particular copies. If you hit this button, reduce, enlarge, if you have like a piece of paper that has a picture on it and you want it to print out larger than what's on that paper in your copies, you can reduce or enlarge what it actually copies and then prints to be bigger or smaller. That's that simple screen. This is the scanning. The scanner, when you select that, this is the screen that you're going to get. You can choose to manual entry or manually enter your email address or wherever you want to send it to right here. Obviously, you have to type it in every single time. So how you program your email address into the printer would be this button. Okay, this is what you're going to mainly want to do when you first come up to a printer that you use all the time, that you use for scanning, is you're going to want to hit this button, Program Destination. It's going to bring you to this window. You hit the Change button. It's going to bring you to this window where you actually type in your email address. Once it's entered properly, click OK or hit OK. And it's actually going to bring you to email. This is actually going to be orange right here. But if you hit the names, or you're going to want to hit the names to make it orange to move the screens over. And you're going to want to hit this change to type in your full name of what that email address is. And you're also going to want to select what your initial of your last name, so it moves that email address to that section, so you can easily find it once emails once staff members start to enter their emails into that printer over time. Mine would be J. So I would select, I'd have my name in here, select J, and then I would press OK. This will enter your email address into the printer, and these would be it would add the frequently added or frequently used emails up here. But then there's also going to be letters, or those same letters that we selected here. So I would hit J, select my name, and then I would just press start. That's going to send whatever I'm copying or scanning directly to my email. I should probably go over that too. These printers also have the ability to scan or copy, or I should say scan, what a document that's frequently used, maybe every week or every year, every day, something that you print out all the time that very rarely changes it. You can actually store that document to the printer, so you don't have to look for that document every time. You can just go up to that printer, select that document, and print it right from that printer. And how you do that is from the scanner screen. You have Select Stored Files, this button right here, and you also have Store Files up here. So once you click on the scanner, if you click Store File, or hit Store File, I should say, I keep saying click, it'll bring you to this screen. And you're going to want to hit Store to Memory Device. Highlight that. Okay. Hit OK. And press Start. It'll store that document that you're copying to the actual printer. And then once it's stored there, you hit this button, select Stored Files, or if you come back in a month or a week or a year, if you hit the Stored File, it'll bring up all the files that are stored to that printer, and you will see this screen where you can select what file you want to print from. So you're going to want to name that file something that you can remember. And you would see it here, and you can select it and press start, and it will print out that document. Makes it easy to print out things that you frequently need to print out. That doesn't change very often. You can also delete and remove things here. If you click this Manage Delete button, you can delete anything that's in there or change it if it does change, or those files change. This printer option we will be implementing this hopefully soon. Basically what we want to go to is where your name will be embedded in your print jobs. So when you print to a printer or any one of these Ricoh printers, your name it won't actually just print it out. You'll have to go to this printer like you would anyway to pick up your print job. And you'll have to select your print job from here. So it will show your name and what you printed. You would click it or hit it and choose to print it. So that way it won't just print out. Same would go for students as well. And this will prevent if you accidentally print to the wrong printer, or if you accidentally print a massive amount of a document that you didn't potentially want to do. We've had that in the past where someone has printed 300 copies of something and they're like, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. This will hold it, and it will allow you to delete that document before it actually starts printing, which will also allow that printer to be freed up in case that was the situation. If it's printing that 300-page document, no one else can print until that's done. So it'll allow you to potentially stop print jobs that weren't meant to be printed, to delete them. So it'll hold your print jobs until you get to that printer and select that you actually want it to print. So that's what that printer section will do. That's not enabled right now. You don't have to worry about that right now. It will just print, but just so you know, this will be something that we're going to be going to in the near future. And you hit that printer icon to get to it from the home screen. Document server. This might be something that we implement as well. It basically allows you to, in a sense, scan, but to, well, it would probably be, this would be set up to like your H drive, let's just say. So if you clicked your document server, you could sign in potentially and scan it directly to your H drive. So this is something that we will be looking into as well. A lot of districts are going to this document server, or being able to scan to your a file on our server. So if you want to scan to the all office drive, let's just say, you would be able to do that from this. But we're not doing that right now, so you don't have to worry about this icon. We're not doing this right now, so at this point you don't have to worry about this icon. Soon you will have to worry about this icon. Copier and scanners is going to be where you're going to want to go to when you're walking up to these printers. Okay, so that's pretty much all I have about the new Ricoh printers. So if you have any questions or any concerns about these printers whatsoever, just make sure you get a hold of us or contact us. Best method is to email it to help@brandon.k12.mi.us, and we'll get back to you with an answer as soon as we can. Thank you.